In the entire history of United States commercial aviation, only one man has ever successfully hijacked a plane, extorted a massive ransom, and completely vanished into thin air. Tonight, we are taking you back to the freezing skies of 1971. A story of a flawless crime, a desperate manhunt, and a phantom who stepped out of a jetliner and right into American legend. November 24, 1971. Thanksgiving Eve. Portland International Airport. A man walks up to the Northwest Orient Airlines counter and buys a $20 one-way ticket to Seattle. He pays in cash. He gives the name Dan Cooper. He is a quiet man in his mid-40s. He wears a dark business suit, a crisp white shirt, and a narrow black tie. He carries nothing but a dark briefcase. He boards Flight 305, takes seat 18C in the back of the Boeing 727, lights a cigarette, and politely orders a bourbon and soda. Shortly after takeoff, he flags down flight attendant Florence Schaffner. He hands her a folded piece of paper. Thinking it is just another passenger slipping her a phone number, she drops it, unopened, into her purse. Cooper leans in close. His voice is calm, deadpan. "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." How does a single man hijack a commercial aircraft in plain sight and get exactly what he wants? He opens the briefcase, just enough for her to see inside. 8 red cylinders, coated in red wiring, connected to a massive battery. The threat is real. He demands $200,000 in $20 bills, the equivalent of over $1.5 million today, and 4 parachutes. The plane circles Seattle for 2 agonizing hours while the FBI scrambles on the ground. They race to meet his demands. The plane lands. The terrified passengers are released, and the ransom is brought aboard. Cooper keeps the pilots and 1 flight attendant. But here is where it gets strange. Cooper orders the pilots to fly south toward Mexico City, but he gives them highly specific, impossible instructions. Fly under 10,000 feet. Keep the airspeed at a crawling 200 miles per hour. Keep the landing gear deployed. And leave the rear airstairs unlocked. The United States Air Force immediately scrambles 2 F-106 fighter jets to tail the hijacked airliner. They are flying above and below the 727. They are watching his every single move. But somewhere, over the pitch-black, freezing forests of the Pacific Northwest, a warning light flashes in the cockpit. The rear stairs have been lowered. At 8:13 p.m., the cabin pressure suddenly drops. A violent rush of freezing air rips through the cabin. The crew is huddled safely in the cockpit. They wait in absolute terror. When they finally land in Reno, Nevada, heavily armed FBI agents immediately swarm the aircraft. They storm the cabin. They check the bathrooms. They search every inch of the plane. But the plane Dan Cooper
Gone.
is gone. He plunged out of the back of a commercial jet, going 200 miles per hour, dropping straight into a blinding rainstorm, wearing nothing but a business suit and a trench coat. Thousands of agents combed the rugged Washington wilderness. It was one of the most extensive and expensive manhunts in American history. They found absolutely nothing. No body, no parachute, just silence. 9 years later, a young boy digging a fire pit on the banks of the Columbia River unearths a rotting stack of $20 bills. The serial numbers match the ransom money perfectly. But that was it. The trail went ice cold. A ghost story, buried in the mud. And somewhere out there, hidden in the deep woods, or walking right past us in the street, the man the media called D.B. Cooper kept the ultimate secret. So tell me, do you think he survived that impossible jump into the dark? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one. If this story hooked you the way it hooked me, go ahead and hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find these unsolved mysteries. And if you are new here, subscribe. Because every week, we dive deeper into the dark corners of history that people tried to hide. There is another video waiting for you on the screen right now. And trust me, you are not going to want to miss it.